Hey Tigers!
In this episode of TTV, we'll get a behind-the-scenes look at the football season.
We'll get to meet Mrs. Millette.
Get a lesson in PMS History.
We'll hear about the construction from the fine arts teachers.
Lastly, PL60, a 60-second recap of the school year so far.
It's time for Tiger TV!
This is PMS Broadcasting on PMS History with Miss Stanley.
I was at PLJH when it was junior high I started in 1985, and by the time I left it was 1987. Of course I fell in love with the theater department, and I have the privilege now of teaching on the same stage where I did my first public speaking, my first speech. So it's kind of cool that that stage was special to me then, and it's special to me now. That's kind of cool.
What's your opinion on the new construction?
Well, the new construction is going to take place in so many different phases that I'm not sure what we're going to see first. I know that they're messing with the outside right now, and then next year they'll start doing stuff internally. So it's going to be pretty gradual. I look forward to seeing the finished project.
And there you have Miss Stanley's opinion on the new construction. Pleasant Lea Junior High, currently known as Pleasant Lea Middle School, was opened in 1971 and was named after Dr. Pleasant Lea, who had previously owned the land. PMS has gone through multiple renovations and additions, inside and out, over the years, and is going through another one currently. There is going to be a new area of the school, and all we know is that the 6th graders are going to be joining us next year. And here is some footage of the new construction that is going around our building. Now it's Kira Gibbs and Raina Cadena with Tiger TV.
Here in our very own library at PLMS, we have a new co-librarian. We are all interested to know, who is she? This is Miss Millette's first year working here, but not her first experience.
I came from the public library world, so I worked for Mid-Continent for about 3.5 years, and I worked for Kansas City Public Library for about 6 months before this. So that really started my love for just working in a library and among stories and books and people who also like to write. So that was where I came from until now.
Miss Millette loves working with middle schoolers and wants to continue her career as a librarian. Miss Baker, our lead librarian, thinks Miss Millette is a wonderful help around our library.
She is so positive and pleasant to be around. She's always willing to provide great customer service to our patrons, whether it's helping them with their Chromebooks and writing up their tickets, or just helping students find books.
Cameron Bradley also seems to think so.
She's made a pretty big impact. She's really nice. She takes time to explain things to you. I really like having her in the library.
This is Allie Gordon and Lily Patterson for Tiger TV.
Football season wrapped up yesterday as the A team went 4-2 and the B team went 4-0. We wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek of behind the scenes for the team this year.
What is 1 to 2 things that you feel like your team could maybe work on moving further into the season?
Well, anytime we implement new plays on offense, getting them to the point where the athletes feel comfortable with those plays and they feel like they can run them against a defense but without panicking, that's always a plus. So. Okay, right there. You pull up. You see you stopped?
Yeah.
You keep running. This guy's coming through, right? That's perfecting him somewhat. So he might be able to push him inside, which makes it this guy's job. But if you come to here before you toss it.
Okay. First question, how does it feel whenever your quarterback gives you a good throw when you're running down the field?
It feels great until I drop it.
Okay, so what do you have to do when your quarterback is in trouble, scrambling outside the pocket, and what do you have to do to help him make the play?
You just run around screaming at him when you're open to throw me the ball, and sometimes you will, sometimes you won't.
How does it feel whenever you're trying to get through the line and you need to sack the quarterback?
I feel good because I play angry, and I play like they were talking about me, or they were talking about somebody in my family. So I just take out all my anger on the field.
So, being a D lineman, there's a couple of schemes and moves. What's your favorite one?
My favorite move is the swim move because when they try to put their hands on me first, smack their hand down and go under, and it makes it easier to get to the quarterback and do my job.
What does it mean to you to be the leader of the PMS football team?
It means a lot to me to be the leader of the football team because it shows that the coaches have trusted me and I don't want to let them down. So you have that good behavior and stuff. So.
Here's some footage in our game against Summit Lakes. The score was 20-6, PMS.
The team's working together, both offensively and defensively. It really is a culmination of all the practice they've put in. You know, when they're gelling, that means that they've really put in the work. We're already starting to watch video of them. I will honestly say this. You stop 36, you stop everybody. Not the movie size and you go to the power.
With construction at PMS Middle School, it means there will be expansion for the Fine Arts Department. We spoke to some of the fine arts teachers about their opinions on the changes.
I am super pumped about the new orchestra and band room that are going to be next door and having that new space for them. I think that's going to be really great. I'm just excited about the construction going on everywhere. You know, that it's going to just improve our building and improve the atmosphere and you know, like the whole new commons area and the whole lunchroom area and the science rooms and all the things that are happening, I think is just going to improve PLMS and make it a better place to be atmospherically.
We spoke to Mr. Padilla about the changes coming to the art department.
I think it's exciting that we're getting new additions to our school. I'm excited to see what happens, and it's also exciting to know that we're making these improvements for a better school year and in the future so that we can have more up-to-date building facilities, but also just kind of cool to have new stuff.
And then in my room, they are actually leveling out the floors, which is exciting for me because I have a lot more seating options. And like I went to a rehearsal at Lee Summit High School yesterday, and they have flat floors and they had like circles going with each of the sections. And that was exciting to me because I'm like, I get to do different formations and place kids differently and let them just have a different experience that way.
Quinn Suchok and Ben Olery for Tiger TV.